Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Lotus PC, and welcome back to Workers and Resorkers. Workers and Resorkers? Workers and Resorkers. Welcome back to Workers and Resources, and welcome back to the wonderful Socialist Republican Councils of Carpatho Lemkovia, I think. I will get there eventually. Welcome back to Lemkovia, where we are slowly building up our republic. Where I found out, actually, historically, there were two Lemko republics that were very quickly not republics anymore, and stopped being such because of various things, including the fact that they were too small to live in the middle of Eastern Europe post World War One. Yeah, there's no such thing as an update. I don't know what you're on about. No, there is. There has been the Metro update. Now, I was going to show off the Metro update, but I can't seem to get it to work. So we do now have metro stations. We have above ground metro stations, and what I think is actually really neat is we have underground metro stations that don't have to have a full-on building above them, because at the moment the only metro station with a full-on building is something like this, and it's fine. It's quite big, but it's fine. But what you can do is you can have these metro stations underground that basically have nothing here. And then you go into pedestrians, and where we used to have, where we have underpasses, you'll see now that there is, connections for the metro line. So you can have escalators or you can have stairs, and you basically kind of use these the same way as we did with the underpasses and things like that. So that's pretty neat. So there is a new kind of thing in the game. There is foreign workers. Because now there is the cosmonaut mode that has been added into the game. So the realistic mode is the cosmonaut mode, which, if you are unaware of cosmonaut mode, we've been playing kind of a very light version, breaking it whenever we kind of wanted to. But what the thing does now is you cannot import your goods anymore. You will not be able to do it with the thingy goods. So in realistic mode, you can only send vehicles to them. So we would not be able to do that anymore. Now, I'm not necessarily in a position where I kind of want to do that right now. I'm quite happy with the way we've been playing it. So we are going to go back to the normal kind of mode. We will kind of just, carry on trying our best, as we have done, to kind of keep away from the thingy mode. Try and keep away from buying, because we're in a much better position now to do so. So we are going to turn that off. Everything else can remain on, and it's all good. So those are the kind of big major things that have been added that people can see. In the background, there has been additions to fuel consumption, which I'll be interested to see how that reflects the horses, because obviously horses require fuel as well in regards to eating crops, but we will see how that goes. There is actually something else I forgot to mention, which is the priority of buildings. This is really fucking good now, because it means finally we can kind of just go, okay, auto search for these guys, so they'll build everything as we need, but let us set the priority for what we want. So for example, I might need to double check that we've got water kind of over here anyway. Am I going to be close enough? Might be too far away, so we might need another substation. So for example, with this place, just there, kind of going, right, okay, might need another substation. So let us get a water substation in the area, because we don't have one. Where can we build this? Let's just build it around the back here. Is it a substation I need? Yeah, I think so. So build a water substation there. Now, the only issue is these don't have... That's a pump. We might need a splitter somewhere for this water. I don't actually know. According to that, its quality is super high, so that's good. So, let us try then. I'm building a sewage switch, but where's the water switch? There we go. So, let's build that. And let's build a small water pipe, because I don't think we need anything more than that over there. And we'll build that ourselves, and then we can build what we need here, which is kind of a little... Oh, probably need that to go there, so we'll get that built. But what we can do now, because of this, if we go to F3, we can high priority these guys, because, you know, we want it to be built as quickly as possible, as well as this as well. So, you know, we can kind of make sure that as we're building, they come to build this kind of rubbish first. You know, that's going to, if we don't have it constructed, kind of cause major issues, rather than say build, okay, you're going to build all the houses for me. So these guys should be on low priority. So if we put the supermarkets, the canteens, the theatre and stuff like that onto medium priority, it means they will build it at the same time, and they'll build it before the houses, and therefore, you know, we can kind of make sure that everybody is kind of, you know, got the goods that they need, rather than living in somewhere that's going to cause them huge amounts of problems. So that's something that we can try to make sure we can do. Now, at the end of last stream, we did have a little bit of a minor crisis in regards to food, which I'm hoping we've sorted out. Deaths are still quite high, so we will keep an eye on that as we go. But fingers crossed that that's okay. Let us also now set this to auto search as well. And again, most of the stuff already will be on low priority, but you can put stuff as high priority as well. And let's increase that as well, because it should be being assigned to these, but let's keep an eye on it. So yeah, so we just want to keep an eye on our, you know, what's going on with our death rate and stuff. We do think it was food, maybe here, or maybe even over here. So we have got a train that it should be coming to drop food off. In fact, there it is there. Doesn't have a lot of food at the moment, just because there wasn't a lot of food to grab. These are very small cars, but, you know, hopefully we can kind of make sure that we stay nice and secure and keep our people alive. Okay, cool. So yeah, so there's, you know, the metros are something that people were kind of waiting for a while. We have to research the metros for us to build it. You know, they kind of fit in our time. You know, early metros in cities were starting to appear at this time, particularly in capitals. I think the Budapest metro was established. When was that established? I think this was established around this time. Budapest metro. Okay, yeah, that began operation in 1896. So that was really early. It's actually the second in... Oh, it's the oldest electrified underground railway system. Only predated by London, which is pretty cool. I just want to have a look. Metro systems around... Oh, actually, let's look at Europe. In Europe. So, I think the oldest is the London Underground. Then the question is, what comes after? I think it's Paris. Oh no, it's London, Budapest, Glasgow, Paris, Berlin, Athens, Hamburg, Madrid, Barcelona, and then Moscow. So the Moscow metro wasn't until 1935. Budapest was 1896. Athens was 1904. Fuck me, the Athens metro was getting built as we are trying to make sure we don't completely collapse. Holy crap. Jana, if you're in chat, be proud of your heritage. You built a metro. You built metro before... not before Berlin. Before Hamburg. And before Madrid. And before Russia. So, congrats. Okay. So, it should at least now get these guys working as hard as they can. And the thing is, because they're prioritizing this, it should mean that this goes up the quickest, which would be nice. But we do need more bricks over here. Although, we do have our new brick factory. Although this is without power supply, which is a little bit worrying. How come? Ah, because it's using that as its power supply. That's not ideal. Especially when there's a connection for you there. Okay, well, we're going to put in some more residential areas around here, so we might as well put in a bit of infrastructure to help that by putting in a small electrical substation. Okay, not like that one, though. That one. Can it just not go to the back? Side will do. Okay. Now, I do quite like these connections because we can put this as high priority as well. Because it shouldn't take too long to get done. That should... Did that connect up with a dirt road, or did it connect up with a... Yeah, so again, it should be assigned to construction officers. Okay. Yeah, I kind of like these poles as well, because they work quite nicely as kind of giving us the telegraph feel. The telegraph pole feel. Okay, it's come down. There's still people leaving though. Not ideal. Have we menu? What? Oh, fuck! I also forgot the other big thing! The really big thing! There's a search button! Oh my god, there's search! Fucking finally! This has just taken years and years and years to get added. Like... Ah, this is so good. You know, now I need to remember the name of the mods, but if I'm like, flat, you know, suddenly there's only 2 pages, and we can find the ones we're looking for. You know, it's so much better. It's so much better. This is legitimately a really fucking nice thing that has been added. Why have I not been using these flats? I should be using these flats. I mean, I suppose he's a little bit Stalinist, you know, later. I know, right? It's so good. It's such a good little, like, I feel like this update, yes, metros have been added, but it's been a lot of, like, little quality of life things that have been added. But I don't know what this Make City thing is. Like... Does it just like randomly place a city down for us? Oh, yeah. Right, that makes sense. So... it gives you a bit of randomness then. Basically, now I've just got to do this. That makes sense. Okay, that's fair. Kind of helps you like not look for a million different buildings. I mean, they've made it so it is a bit nice to try and work stuff. I'm a little bit worried about our imports. So we're importing 17,000 a year, which is all food mostly. And that's probably basically from... Not even that. Where is the food being imported to? Whether it was that, or is it this shop? And that's definitely one of them. Yeah, it's pretty much that shop. Okay, so what we ought to do is get ourselves a little, what do you call it? 2-horse covered wagon. and get it to go from... Janet, did you find that mod yet? Did politely ask you to go and try and find that mod. See how that lasts. Ages. But we are also importing chunks of food as well, like lots of food at the moment. Just trying to make sure we're kind of progressing. We need more food, really. But then the problem is, I think what we need to do is we need to actually build a proper food factory, because a lot of these, these villages just aren't kind of producing them as we need. Now I do wonder, the population is going down again. Why has it gone back up? Why is it creeping down again? I'm wondering, it's this village. This village doesn't have the workers. That's why. And it keeps losing power supply. It's this village that's causing the issues. So we need a decent power line. We need this built. Okay. That's fine. Annoying, but fine. Don't we have a little depot here? We do. Let us... How much is this going to cost us, I wonder? Let's get a little passenger wagon. Jano, I'll ask you politely once again, can you find that mod for me, please? Let's see if we can do this. What I'll do is, until then, to prevent everyone from dying off, move them back into the sea. Can you find the that was grim. The better thingy mod, please? While I empty this village. Everyone out? No. Should have done it this way the first time. That'd have been easier. I think that's everybody out. Oh no. Okay. So yeah, I think it was that village, because there didn't seem to be anybody actually working in the shop. So it was causing problems. So we'll move them over to here. And they can get jobs and get food. Not great, still lost some pop there. Not loads, but I want us to try and hit that 3,000 mark. It's kind of bugging me that we still haven't hit it yet. No, we do need to get this built, because that power is not good enough. Where's the coal train right now? Oh, it's literally on its way with some more coal. Okay. You're thinking, where the hell's the coal train? It's on its way. I can get built. So these guys should basically be empty. What's not empty? Covered wagon, concrete hauler. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, most of the stuff being built is using gravel at the moment. Got a load of bricks on the way. And well as workers. Okay, good. Good. Good, good, good. It's nice to see that shit's actually getting built. Though I am wondering why these things are barely getting the other buildings, because that's surely not 1,000 meters away. Yeah, it's not. Ah, thank you, Jano. You're a superstar.